Welcome back to Shane's Main Shop. Today we're going to replace a couple of the solenoids on my Dimond plow pump, and this is an E60. Just quickly before we get into the video, make sure you swing over to The Art of Doing, another YouTube channel, and he's really just trying to inspire people to try something new, something you might not have tried before. So swing over there, let him know I sent you, and maybe you'll find something interesting over there as well. If you look closely, you can see there's supposed to be a stud sticking out through there with a nut on it. And same with this one here. And you would typically remove that nut and then slide the solenoid off of the actuator and the piston and the valve inside here. And what happens, it broke. So let me just set the camera down and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's a new one here. And normally you have this stud sticking up through that comes from the valve that holds the actual magnetic solenoid on top of this thing. And when I went to loosen those up to just check to see if there's any issues underneath, all it did was snap off. So now I got to replace them anyways. I mean, I guess I could use these, but if I'm going to go ahead and do all this work, I'm just going to put all new all away. And there's 3 different valves on this. This is the E60, as I said. So this first one is the B9. And we're going to go ahead and take that one off. And then what you're going to do is loosen up your valve body from the housing. And I already did that, actually. I think I already got that loose. Yeah, so I already got that loose. And before I take that all the way off, I just want to make sure I clean all around here. You don't want to get any dirt down inside there. Take this one off, and you can see those are identical. Hopefully you can see that. So we're going to go ahead and put the new one in. Now the ball stayed down in there. There is a little ball down in there. Usually sometimes gets stuck to the end. Clean this surface up here a little bit better. I think you can probably see this, the ball down in there. It's like looks like a ball bearing, but it's good size. All right, like I said, I cleaned that surface up. Go ahead and slide that down in there. Once I got that all tightened up, then we can put the actual solenoid back on top. Some of these valves these solenoids are different. So this is a B9 that came off there, and I'm gonna put a B9 back on there. And because it comes with a new lead and everything, and it looks like these are color coded correctly. These will hook into the harness that's on the truck after the fact. Put the lock washer down on there and put the nut back on, and we'll snug that up. And you don't want to crank this down super tight, but you want that lock washer to crush down so it locks in. And in case you're wondering, this is a 7/16. Again, I'm not going to crank that down tight. This one, I mean, it's tight, but I don't want to crush it, break it, bend it, or anything like that. So that is one. Now we're going to move on to the other one. Now the good thing is this kit I got, the wire color coding is correct too. So this first one is red, which was a red one here. This one's green, and the small one back here is black, and the new one has a black lead. So that's great. This is B9, this is a C9. So they are different. I'm guessing they're probably the same. But we will put them back right where they belong. If you need to know, this is 1.25 inches, and then you can get down on there a little bit easier. Man, I already loosened this. I could use a ratchet, but I just had this handy, so we'll loosen this up, get this one out, and replace it as well. Okay. It's about 3.6. 8 to 1 side. That's good. 8 to 1. Good. This one. Yeah, that's good. 6 to one side. That's good. And one. And then you go. Alright, well, it's the next day. Something came up. I had to put a pause on this, and I'm getting ready to replace this last one here. And I had to replace this a while back because it broke, and I put this in temporarily. I don't have a new part to put in here for an elbow, but I am going to have to pull this out just so I can get a hold of this better and turn a wrench. The nuts all stripped out on, so I'll probably have to put some vice grips on that to get that out of this. Alright, it's just about out now, then we can finish it with a wrench. And incidentally too, I believe this shaft that I broke off, those can be replaced. So these valves These are $100 a piece, so I'm gonna save these, clean them all up, and put them aside just in case. But yeah, at the moment we're going all new. Remember, these ones over here were 1.25 inches. This one over here is 7/8. So I got cleaned up around it pretty good. Now I just gotta get it off. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, there she goes. Put this one right down in there so I don't lose too much. I just noticed something too. There's water in my oil, and that is definitely not good. This is the new one that goes there, and this is the 4921 or the 014 solenoid that goes in that position. So we'll get that tightened up, get this on, and then we'll take a look at what we're going to do next. Also, I just wanted to show you why I think there's water, why I know there's water. If you look here, you can see the oil, and then you see this little patch right there. Let me get the small screwdriver. See right there at the end of the screwdriver how that's clear? And then we have the red from the fluid. That's water right there. And it's liquidy. I mean, it's acts like water, and it's definitely different than the oil. You can see the difference, and of course they're not mixing either. So we definitely have some water in there to deal with. I got this back on, that's tightened down. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put this last solenoid in place. This is the 014 or the 4921. And I'm gonna put it so the wire comes out in the middle just like the other one does. Or somewhere in that general vicinity. It helps protect the wires too. They're not out here getting banged up, and we'll run it over here. So we have the 3 wires, and what this does is it replaces this. So you don't, I'll probably tape these together obviously, but we'll be plugging these in individually instead of the way they were here. So no big deal, but that's what it does. So they just eliminate this harness here for now. You could cut these off and reconnect, but you know what? This thing's getting in pretty rough shape anyway, so we're just gonna leave it just like this. The less connections, the better. So why cut it and make an additional connection? So we get that over there. And put this nut on without going too tight. And that's all back together. All right, so if you're looking to replace the 3 solenoids on your Dimond Plow, that's how you can do it right there. And again, these wires, I've just directed them up the middle here where the harness used to go, and they'll I'll plug them in each manually or individually actually on the truck harness connection. Hopefully that helps you out. We're gonna stop this video right here, and maybe we'll do another one on changing the fluid or something. So yeah, I don't believe this is gonna fix my problem though. I created this problem when I broke these things off trying to find the problem in the first place. So, but you know what? I ordered the set. They're all brand new. Won't have to worry about those for a long time. So there you have it. Hey, thanks for swinging by Shane's Main Shop. Please like, subscribe, comment, come back off with more videos. Have a great day. And now, we'll see you in the next video. We got to moving on.